Three-Fifths Compromise is not a pro-discrimination compromise. It was not a pro-discrimination or a slave-driving compromise that the founders made.
I beg your finest pardon. Hi, I'm Evan, this is Blackademics, and today we're going to be talking about the Three-Fifths Compromise. So let's go back in time to the Constitutional Convention, which was held at Independence Hall in Philadelphia in the summer of 1787. Originally, the Founding Fathers had just wanted to revise the American government to work with the Articles of Confederation. However, a major point of contention was state representation in federal legislatures. A compromise between the Virginia and New Jersey plans resulted in the two-house or bicameral legislature that we know today. You know, with the lower house, the House of Representatives, having proportional representation based off states' populations, and the upper house having 2 senators each. But how they were going to calculate proportional representation was the main issue. Delegates of the northern states wanted proportional representation and taxation to be based off of a state's free population. This antagonized southern states with their large enslaved populations. In fact, southern delegates threatened to leave the convention if enslaved Africans did not count towards proportional representation in the House. So the delegates agreed to the Three-Fifths Compromise, where 60% of a state's enslaved population would count for the purposes of proportional representation and taxation, making black life worth only 60% of white life. Never mind that they didn't have any rights to begin with.
They knew that that would codify things like slavery into our nation, and the North stood up to the South.
So to be clear, it was never about the North principally taking a stand against slavery or laying the bedrock for it to be abolished later. In fact, many of those same men in the Continental Congress voted to remove Virginian Thomas Jefferson's condemnation of the slave trade in his first drafts of the Declaration of Independence. It was a purely political compromise to balance state power in the federal legislature.
We get to this place. We got to this place because of DEI in education.
Oh, okay, I get it now. You actually don't care about correct history. You just wanted an excuse to attack DEI and maintain your educational propaganda. Got it.